Can you verify the cause of damage and the identity of the source of flood? We know floods typically affect structures, but we also know floods typically affect structures from the bottom up and outside in. And that can confuse insureds because they see water coming in, even if it's from the outside. It could be wind driven, right? Versus flood. And those are not the same. So those are things to consider. That's one question to try and ask yourself. Do you know where that source of the flood's coming from? Right? The second one is, have you had a chance to speak to the insured? Are there witnesses that can tell you, about the flood itself? Were they on property? Were they upstairs? Did they have cameras? We see a lot of cameras now, mounted to homes. Are there photos they can share? Within those videos, can you see the source, of the water and direction of the water? Those are key things to look for. Have there been repairs? What was there pre-existing damage, maybe from water damage before? Has there been repairs that have taken place since? That's another question that we look for. Are the witnesses to the flood? Are there witnesses to the flood? Excuse me. And what can they tell you? The other thing, and probably one of the most important items, is what collaterals do you see? Do you see collateral indicators of what the flood damage was? Do you see high water marks? That's one of the first things that we look for. Can you see, the watermarks along the wall, inside or outside? Do you see impacts? Floating debris? Do you see things that have possibly impacted the outside or the inside, for that matter? And then the other thing that we look at is fencing, landscaping, siding. Is any of that displaced? Can you tell if that's been moved as well?